we can, as a state, put as much emphasis on homegrown technologies and opportunities as we do on recruiting, the big guys to come in.
That's the theory behind what's called NC Innovation. A few years ago, North Carolina's General Assembly saw other states helping get the research being done at universities to the marketplace.
And with several world-class research universities in the state, leaders thought needed to get into the game, right? Well, tonight in the Buckley Report, see why some people aren't completely sold on the idea.
As an educational tool, it's very good. It allows people to see things which only mathematicians could see before.
There was a time when our grandparents were young that private laboratories like Bell Labs were transforming the world.
When sound waves strike the membrane, it makes thousands of microscopic movements per second.
Bell had 22 labs across the country that invented things like satellites, invented the technology used in cell phones and digital cameras, even the barcode.
The private sector research labs are largely non-existent now. All this is done at the university.
Yeah.
So that's the challenge, is that...
That's the challenge. North Carolina gets $13.2 billion in research funding, and the vast majority of the research, scientific research done in the state is done in the universities.
The state has 5 top-level research universities, what the Carnegie classification calls R1, UNC, NC State, UNC Charlotte, East Carolina, and Duke. It also has 4 more close to that called R2, Wake Forest, Appalachian State, UNC Wilmington, and UNC Greensboro. For decades, much of the research those schools did never went beyond the lab because being a researcher is an entirely different game than being an entrepreneur. So in 2023, the General Assembly put $500 million into a fund to bridge that gap between the state's labs and commercial viability.
But other states sort of beat us to this.
Other states definitely beat us to the innovation game. We're behind, but we're catching up fast.
Catching up by finding the research gems that need a boost to attract private sector capital investment.
It is a huge signal nationally that North Carolina is in the innovation game.
There's nothing wrong with the concept of NC Innovation in moving university research, applied university research, through the valley of death and helping getting it to market.
Donald Bryson is the CEO of the policy think tank, the John Locke Foundation, and he isn't completely sold on the idea.
NC Innovation believes they're doing God's work. They feel as if they're moving university research to the real world, creating jobs and wealth that couldn't happen without them. Are they wrong?
So, yes, they're wrong.
Partially, Bryson says, because he believes the government shouldn't be in the business of picking winners and losers in the private sector.
I think it's a specious argument. The government picks winners and losers all the time. We give research grants, we give contracts, we give incentives to businesses who want to move to North Carolina. We give huge tax breaks. We are not an investor. We only give to the universities. We do not fund startup companies or other companies.
For Bryson, it's a question of priorities for limited state resources.
Where I begin to have a problem with the concept is when there's $500 million in taxpayer money tied up in an endowment while there are homeless people on the coast from Hurricane Florence and people in the mountains from Hurricane Helene.
And he argues that governments don't have a great track record for knowing which companies to back.
The thing about the economy is that no one person can know enough about the economy in order to manage it. And that's essentially what NC Innovation is doing, is that they're taking the concept of government grants such as JDIG or the One North Carolina Fund and saying, we know enough about the future of the economy and in all of its complexities and supply chains, and that this is the pick that is going to help North Carolina move forward. And nobody knows that.
But NC Innovation's Michelle Bolas is confident that the wins are coming with things like the research John Kiss has done at UNCG on growing plants in space.
But then we have to be a little bit patient in North Carolina. We have to say, we need to give this a solid 5 to 10 year run before we really start to see the aggregation of those success stories. We have so much in North Carolina to work with, and just need to take it a little bit farther.
Maybe even to the moon. Bob Buckley, Fox 8 News.
And the state requires companies to commit to stay here for at least 5 years if they get NC Innovation money. And the organization uses a group of outside evaluators who look at each technology from a variety of viewpoints before deciding who gets a grant. Van?